just got ourselves some even more insane news on Fortnite runners. So today we got a gameplay trailer. So let me play that for you right now.
You can never play and drop right before it escalates.
So, as you can see in the trailer, there's going to be a lot about sprites. Maybe they'll be part of the storyline or something, but lots and lots of sprites. We also see a thing fall from the sky that kind of almost looks like those superhero class things, and you have to like protect them or something. Who knows what that means? Maybe it's like an event and things fall and you can protect the thing from like enemies and get really good loot. In the trailer you can also see these boots that almost look like 7 or foundation boots, kind of like the power gloves, but for boots. And who knows, maybe that means that the foundation wins. We originally thought that the Dark Voyager was gonna win because they kind of just forgot about him. But now maybe the foundation wins because we didn't see any Dark Voyager weapons. In that trailer, I believe we also saw a new shotgun and a new AR, as well with the return of the sidearm pistol and the Stinger SMG, which will be fun. Apparently, we don't really know what it was, but based off the model, there was another like pistol, could be the silenced pistol, but we don't know. So yeah, now let's like dissect the trailer, shall we? Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is this image here, because we originally thought that the entire map was going to get changed, but no, because you can still very clearly see the 0 point, and you can see that it isn't put together. In the trailer for the live event, we saw that the island got split in two, kind of, but as you can see, we don't see any damage from here until you look closer. So the first sign of damage is you can see the 0 point is over 0 point water, which doesn't make sense since it was over dark domain. And as you can see, there's kind of like a hole that runs through there. But not only that, I might be tripping, it could just be a mountain. But in the background, you see a little white thing, kind of looks like the mountain. But as you can see, it's like kind of cut. So who knows? Other map changes, there's a little thing in the sky. Who knows what that is? This looks like a huge canyon type thing. And as you can see, this is where Dark Domain was. You can see the trees are still there, but look like they split it. There's new trees. It's more like a canyon. And there's also the sprites on the back, which I don't think we've seen this green one. So it looks like we're getting a full set of elemental sprites, which we might have already had, but I'm not sure. Another thing you can see in the background, which kind of doesn't really make sense, is there's the desert area and there's that big rock. But this doesn't make sense because those two areas, they were nowhere near each other. So the only way is if like they want to make it kind of allude to something. Maybe they were alluding it to the Grand Canyon or something, but it doesn't make sense. So like the island would have to like slightly shift over, unless the proportions in the video you just can't see correctly, which is also possible. Okay, so here we see like it kind of looks like the leaves are dead and stuff. So maybe this is like near dark domain because it has the orange trees, but there's a cabin, as you can see. There's like the little thing back there that they are protecting. And like once again earlier in the video I talked about maybe it will give you loot, but who knows. And yeah. Okay, so here we see this place has something to do with the duck. Maybe it's his mansion, or maybe he has a resort, but he kind of sounds like a mafia boss kind of style character. And you can see he's splattered everywhere, and like even inside the rugs are ducks, and there's palm trees, and it's close to the beach. So I think it's possible that this replaces 4 fields or builders barracks. But I think it's very possible that there's a way to get like an exclusive piece of loot from here. Like maybe there's a boss here, maybe the duck is like the boss or something, and he'll give you like the mythic sidearm pistol, because I remember we saw him holding it. But yeah, who knows. This is a POI. Okay, so here we see a clear view of a good amount of the sprites. It's a lot of them, but still not all of them, and it's possible that this picture was taken at the Ducks mansion, or maybe like they remodeled the movie theater and I think it was Battlewood. But who knows? We don't really get in much about this image except the sprites. Okay, so in this image we have some of the Battle Pass characters lined up, and I can't tell what's in the background, but I know I've seen that place on the map. I'm pretty sure it's at New Sanctuary. Yeah, it looks like it is. So it looks like they took over New Sanctuary as like a home base, because as you can see there's like fairy lights and stuff, and there's one of the things that you need to protect there, I'm pretty sure. I can't really tell from this image, but my guess is either the sprite or the duck are gonna be the 100 level skin, level 100 skin, or whatever. So yeah, that's all the information I've gotten from this. Let me know if there's anything I missed. And one more thing I forgot to mention is that in the trailer we saw some new guns, and it's possible we're getting like a new pistol, very possible a new AR, and very possible a new shotgun. So thanks for watching.